Ichigo came face to face with various villains in Bleach, but most of them were usually Arankas who were part of Aizen's Espada. During the Thousand Year Blood War, we saw a lot of new villains who were introduced, but he didn't actually fight most of them, usually due to his training or his chase after the Quenchi King. Now, over the course of the Bleach series, Ichigo has actually faced different villains who he has either won or drawn against. Now, for some of his battles, he was able to overwhelm his opponent with his own strength, but for some others, he was not able to finish them off with his own strength, like the battle against Aizen. So for this list, I'm going to give 5 villains who Ichigo never faced, but quite frankly, if he actually did, I'm not so sure he would have been able to win on his own. For the number 5 spot, I'm giving that to Tosen. Tosen was the captain of Squad 9 when we actually met him at the beginning of Bleach, and he joined Aizen because he felt Soul Society was basically corrupt. Now, Tosen had a Shinkai that immobilized anyone with a hail of swords, but the reason I think Ichigo would actually lose to him is because of his Bankai. The reason Zaraki was able to best him and destroy the dome was basically because of bloodlust. The number 4 spot I'm giving to Baragan. It's a good thing Ichigo actually never fought him, because I think Ichigo would have died from the encounter. His power had to do with aging anything he touched until he could no longer exist. Many powers were useless against him, and long-range attacks couldn't even reach him due to the time dilation field which was actually around his body. I'm going to give the number 3 spot to Gremory. He was one of the most overpowered characters in the series, with only very few people surpassing him in that, people like Zaraki for example. He had the ability called Visionary, which basically allowed him to turn his imagination into reality. So if Gremory had faced Ichigo, he would probably have just imagined Ichigo no longer having bones, and quite frankly, I don't think Ichigo has the same will of fighting the way Zaraki does. The number 2 spot I'm giving to Gerard, who is the living embodiment of the Soul King's heart, and he possesses immense physical strength. His main ability is called Miracle, which basically gives him the ability to win any battle, which kind of makes the impossible possible if you think about it. No matter how strong Ichigo was going to get, Gerard would have gained enough strength to actually overpower him. And finally, for the number 1 spot, Lil Baro. He's the leader of the Quenchi King's Royal Guards, and his X-axis actually allows him to pierce anything in his line of sight, which we saw during the anime series, his battle with Squad 0. His shots actually couldn't be blocked. When he enters into his complete Quenchi form, he can fire multiple shots from different directions at once. Ichigo battling him would have been a pain, and the only way to actually defeat him would have been to redirect his shots at him. Let me know in the comments if there are other characters you feel Ichigo never faced but would have had a problem defeating on his own. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and hit on the notification bell to be alerted for more videos. You can also check out the other videos on our channel.